Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place. Looking to guide this San Francisco.
We cannot allow him to have that against us.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road. Everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 15 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies.
Let's go. Sit him down. There you go, Blake.
To open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Let's go.
We already play really good run defense.
Are they trying to run it on us?
Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3.
Dang.
And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage.
Let's go.
Back at the 43-yard
You ready for that run, though?
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up the 2nd and 13.
So what? They be switching this up every game.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey.
There you go. Come on. Blake Martinez is the #1 tackler in the NFL. And they got his tackling at 70-something. I don't understand what they thinking when they do that.
Because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go, Khalil. That's what I'm talking about. Let yourself be known, player.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Sitting here playing this Giant game and also watching the Giant game at the same time.
Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their second-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn in negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now just got to eliminate those interceptions.
He wasn't there.
He'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 20-yard line.
He wasn't there. That's Gordon, man.
Very much unreal. Not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd and 5.
Today's NFL, these big guys are
that should have been a pick. I saw that the moment
they were just unable to complete the pass.
I did that.
Now Jones. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go.
Both of y'all there. Nobody can hold.
Able to maneuver in for the
I don't know how fast he is. Obviously, he is speeding bullet.
Defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Whoosh. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Trey Burton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, let's get it stopped.
Now it's Lindsey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my deep.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That's like
DJ
unacceptable.
His 2nd touchdown on the
He's the only receiver. Like, how do you not look at him?
Have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts.
Man,
they may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They're kind of getting a look at it, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Gordon on first down.
Oh, man.
As he's brought down right around the 42.
Talk about letting go of your block.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. That's the end of the
ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jones hit and the ball's out. But I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
So this might be you.
Throwing Jones. He's got his man.
Ooh, thank you for holding on.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 45-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Gordon.
Oh,
and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Missed the hole.
Rashawn Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
1 yard. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oof. And he fires one in.
I'm tripping because I'm seeing these guys making breaks and I'm still throwing.
Target, and it's 3rd
2 times
down.
and we should have had an interception.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there.
Let's go.
There goes Melvin Gordon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Way in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, display. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's get back.
The drive will commence with a run.
There we go. Find that down hole. Edmonds was there to meet him.
Up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
No, sir.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let's go.
But they certainly did it.
Who got there? Good defense. Boo. Let's go. Now, is that what you're calling? Because I have not heard from him, and I got him on my team. Yeah, D4. Man. All right, boy.
Nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Let's go.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Twisting away.
Ooh.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We got that. Overturned? Oh, come on. You didn't put your doggone feet down? You had all the time in the world to even think about what you was doing. Huh. Wow. Come on, Phil, you gotta... Even the NFL, bro.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true.
That's what I'm talking about, D.
Sight of some of the smaller running backs.
All right.
And all of them confirmed
seeing you
that
today.
could be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. He's got Burton here. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
A gain of
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
14.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tackle made.
I'm starting to feel for the quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Dang it. I was trying to just...
Delay of game, offense.
Dang.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That'll be taken in.
What kind of throw was that, bro?
He'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Come on.
The Niners now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Dang, man.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Jones. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Off play action. Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones on the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones forced out to his left. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Well, you know what? Dang, I can't even call this out. Well, I don't even know. If I do delay game, will they run the clock off? I don't even know. Man, I shouldn't feel.
A final shot before break. Jones.
Got him.
He's caught. He's
Worked
got
out.
it for a giant touchdown.
Way to police that. Way to police that.
As time expires in the first half, and the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an
Way to
offensive
place.
explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Let's go.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tight game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. You gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down. It's
Dang, I messed myself.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A throw complete to Dorsett. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A game there of 30 big ones.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Ooh.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw. Jones completes it to Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return just out across the 15.
I'm watching this Giant game. I'm also playing this Giant game. And I throw a terrible pass
to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in.
And he was waiting. He was camping for it. Those are the type of interceptions you cannot afford to throw, young man.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
How time to take the lead in this game?
On the tackle. The last run
he
got a
throw
couple
it
here,
away.
2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd.
There we go. Sit down.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Dang, yo.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats.
We should have had a touchdown, or at least 3 points.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York ready to go again offensively. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Niners' 18-yard line.
Man, I'm so mad at myself.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8
What's going to happen
yards.
this drive? Man, I'm so mad.
Gordon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15.
You gotta run better than that. You gotta hit that hole.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
18-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's going to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all,
let's get this ball
that's
back.
a good drive.
Turnover would be
going on
nice.
in the early window.
Don't turnover.
This might be the best of the bunch.
Stop. It's still good.
The throw over the middle,
Oh,
take it
please, he
in.
should have dropped that when I hit.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That one complete to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Open man is Gordon.
How you just let it go right in front of you? I had you there, and you just let him catch it right in front
Run
of you.
slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Jones, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Jones now. Off the play fake. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Thank you.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
That should have been.
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with
he was
our
pulled
referee.
away.
This home crowd,
Why
they're happy
would we
with that
not?
call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities,
how did he just
and a little bit of space there.
Just
takes it
right
inside the 5 to the 3.
There on the tackle.
He was being blocked the
man in the
opposite
backfield.
way.
That's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Just shy of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
25-yard line.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 24-21, just under 2 minutes to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, boys.
Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Complete to Philip.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Connecting with Burton here over the middle.
Boys.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route?
I knew they was doing that.
That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards and something.
Look at that, Humphrey. Way to step up.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Way to step up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's why I drafted you. I need to see you make a play. Ain't no time like the present.
I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close,
we was tested and we came through. We bit, but we did not break.
Picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Man.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Defense came through, bro.
Fielded in the end zone.
I made a lot of mixed moves throughout the game, but defense came through.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw, Garoppolo.
Let's go.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Shamar Stephen in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Woo!
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
Here come through.
Offensive line out. They're going to protect you
They
as best
know,
they
they
can.
know,
And if you're getting
they
3 to 5
know.
seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Marlon, finally.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got a